This week on Ashton on Adventure, we're heading to the Wadi Rum in the country of Jordan. You may recognize it from some of your favorite movies. The Wadi Rum is a UNESCO World Heritage Site of over 183,000 acres in the southern part of Jordan. It features everything from a desert landscape, range of narrow gorges, natural arches, towering cliffs, massive landsides, and caverns. Petroglyphs, inscriptions, and archaeological remains in this area date back 12,000 years ago. This week, we're heading into the desert for 21 days to stay at a Bedouin tourist camp and show you a bit more of the beauty of the Wadi Rum.
Hi y'all, I'm Ashton. I've set off on year 3 of solo traveling and having adventures around the world where I'm celebrating different cultures, making new friends, indulging in local cuisine, and trying exciting new things in exotic countries. There's so much of the world to be seen and to inspire us all, and I can't wait to take you with me. Subscribe and follow along. After all, to live would be an awfully big adventure.
Well, I have spared you the hustle and bustle of today's fairly non-eventful flight from DC to Chicago, where I'm at now. Kind of the wrong way, but main hub, to go to a new country. And I'm flying on a new airline. I am flying on Royal Jordanian to go to Jordan. So it is 7 p.m. right now, almost. I have an 11.5-hour flight to the capital of Jordan, Amman, and then I have a 14-hour layover there. Planned kind of poorly, but didn't realize that until this morning. So there's nothing we can do about it. 14-hour layover there in Amman, and tomorrow technically. So then the next day, is that the next day? Anyways, in a bunch of time after that, I get up, I fly down to, I'm gonna butcher the name, Aqaba, and then from there I have a taxi waiting for me and will drive me into the Wadi Rum Desert to go to my camp where I will be staying for 3 weeks to help out the camp manager with their social media and photography for a couple weeks. It's doing a really cool, my first work stay program. So they let me stay for free, they feed me, and I work like 20 hours a week on photography and videography and social media post for them. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really nervous. Really nervous. It's just new country. I get like this in new countries, and not sure how my phone's gonna work, not sure how the people are gonna work. I've heard so many amazing things about Jordan though, so I think it's gonna be fantastic. But so yeah, that's it. We're gonna board a flight and go to Jordan. It's not on the list this year, but I'm excited about it. Let's see, I did not look good. Feeling a little woozy after that landing. It was just a little bumpy. There were just enough drops. I had just eaten breakfast, so I just feel a little pukey. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not rushing because I've got 14 hours here until my next flight. Made it through customs. For some reason, I'm not sure if he was being nice. They didn't charge me for the visa. He just said, stamp it and save my money for coffee. Maybe he thought I was pretty. I'll take it. I'll save the 40 bucks. Went through. Most times you're supposed to pick up your bags and then go through customs. So I waited the bags and mine didn't come through. So then I waited another hour for to stand in line and see where my bags were, and then the lady was like, yo stupid. She didn't say yo stupid, but she basically was like, yo stupid. They went ahead and went through. So now I'm gonna go find a place to post up for the next 8 hours. Look at this, is Jordan. You can't see it because it's desert and dusty. I'm gonna go find a place to post up for the next 8 hours until I can check in for my next flight. So, this is all part of the adventure. But it feels really nice here. It's like 75. It's nice. All right, but before I head in to my little cocoon, look at the sunset. Okay. It's almost 8 p.m. I'm a sandwich place. I have no idea what's on this sandwich because I'm not picky eater. Interestingly enough, this flight that I'm on is the only flight that really doesn't go inside the airport. It leaves from outside the airport. So you can't go into where all the restaurants and stuff are. So I'm really just waiting. I got here and I found my sandwich and I'll take a little nap just on my lap. And then I've got a 6 a.m. flight, so just a few more hours. A lot more hours. But it's fine. Everything's fine. It's 1 a.m. I should have just gotten the hotel room. Not because there's anything bad happening, but I am so bored and my butt hurts. And it's not a very long area to walk, so if you want to go take a lap, I should have just gotten the hotel room for 14 hours. All right, it's 6 a.m. 5:59 actually. Says that thing. Finally about to board. Security was a little weird about my drone. I stood there for the last 10 minutes while they called some people to make sure, but drones are okay in Jordan in the right circumstance. So let's go. I've had one 45-minute nap in the last 14 hours. The plane is delayed because of me and Mr. Darcy. After they said it was fine, they called me back up and took pictures of all of my stuff and my passport and me and Mr. Darcy, and I might be having a heart attack of anxiety now. Just landed right here. Okay, my taxi driver is inside getting me some coffee, which I probably don't need because I'm gonna have a massive tummy ache. They did pull me aside once I got to Aqaba and confiscate my drone. They said that I would get it back, but I don't have a ticket booked out yet because I wasn't sure what I was doing. So I had to guess the number of days that I was going to be here, added on a couple extra at the end just in case. So I have to be sure that I fly out of that airport so I can pick up my drone on the way out. It was very anxiety inducing because they don't speak a whole lot of English. At first it kind of seemed like I was in trouble for it. I haven't slept. I'm starving. My anxiety, level 12. No Darcy. I can't promise that I'll get it back. While I give some of the glimpses of the hour-and-a-half drive to the Bedouin camp I was to live at for 3 weeks, let me tell you a little bit about how I found this. This very unique experience came in the form of a work stay or work away program I found via the website worldpackers.com. A lot of travelers use this website to see places for much cheaper, as you don't have to pay for room and board, but they do require a bit of work. I have a fairly extensive background in hospitality marketing and social media, and that is what this role was marketed to require. And I know they say don't have expectations, but I will tell you up front, this is absolutely not what I expected and was good and bad for a few different reasons on both ends. Overall, I will say this is a grand adventure you're about to watch and something totally different from anything else on my channel. Okay, we stopped at the visitor center to get some ticket that he said I needed to have. He was so sweet. First he stopped and got me coffee, and then he stopped and got me a water in 2 different places. Said I needed a ticket first. And he said, just give me the money, I'll go in and get it for you. Okay. I trust you. This is the visitor center. I'll come back to this. From this 5-yard. I don't know what Alright, I got here, they fed me. I'm very tired, so I probably shouldn't give my initial feedback. Alright, so this is my first room. I was under the impression it would be a private room, but it's got 3 beds in it, and I was told if they've got a full camp, then I might need to move beds, which means move rooms, so I can't actually like unpack and get comfortable at all. The views are beautiful. I'm a little overwhelmed by the language barrier and expectations, but the view is beautiful. All right, so here is the bathroom. It's the front door. Come in, we've got 3 beds. There's an aircon on the wall. Now, the view, pretty darn special. Like, really cool to wake up to that view. That group leaving is doing like a hike out into the desert and camp situation from what I overheard. So anyway, they fed me. I've got my stuff in here. He said to, the main guy just said to rest because he knew I was tired, and then to get up and take some pictures and send them to him so he can post them on Facebook. Which I knew that's what I was doing, but it was like a very like, just the language barrier. There's no nuance. I've got 3 weeks to get used to this. But for now, I'm going to, and I also don't have the right adapter. I sent that adapter with Henry thinking I was going to be using the European one here. I failed on many, many tech accounts today. No drone, not the right adapter, no clue how I'm going to charge my stuff. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're going to figure that out tomorrow. I've taken a bit of a nap. I just napped for about 3.5 hours. Internet and Wi-Fi are down, so I've still really yet to check in with all of the people. So I really hope that comes up soon so that I can let them know that I made it, that I'm okay. There's camels in the background. I don't know if you can see it. He's a dark colored one. Tomorrow I'll climb a bit of that, maybe. Follow some pictures. So I'm just wandering around the camp right now. Not gonna do anything but this. I've got about 3 more charges for my phone. So I'm just gonna keep it in airplane mode and hope the family isn't freaking out. Hope. Hi. You're so cute. There are camels where I'm staying. I don't know why I'm whispering. Look at the camels. Hi, camel. Shakira, come on. Okay, other than the fact that I've got to get the Wi-Fi situation figured out, I'm very at peace here. Very good, very calm. It's got a good vibe. Alright, my first desert sunrise. Bite me, please. Oh, you're fuzzy on top. You're fuzzy on top. Hi. Oh, hi. Camels are cool.
I quickly found out that breakfast and dinner were the same each day, made by the Egyptian cook who stayed on property. Since most of the guests only stayed one night, this wasn't an issue for them. Adam and an older Bedouin man really became my friends on this trip. Dinner each night consisted of putting prepped veggies and chicken on a rack, which cooked in the ground like what you see here. Adam served it with rice, yogurt, pita, etc., all homemade daily at the camp.
I'm not getting out of bed, so we'll do a tacky zoom. Camels. And the sun's coming up over here.
While the tourist areas of Jordan don't have a modest dress code, I didn't risk it and stayed more appropriate. My shoulders to my elbows and my knees were covered anytime I left my room.
It's all red because I have the curtains closed because that's where the sun comes directly in. So I'm trying to keep the room cool because I can actually open the window. So I was up at 6 a.m. this morning, 6:15. Watched the sun come up. But now it's only 9 in the morning. I've had breakfast, I've had tea, I've checked in with everyone. I figured out the plug situation, which was a whole thing. And now I'm like, what do I do? I've got a ton of work that can be done, both on Wi-Fi and off Wi-Fi. And then I've got a ton of photography I can do. I just kind of have to, you really want like sunrise and sunset for a lot of that. For that, they really just want my help on like TripAdvisor and Booking.com, and then taking random pictures for Facebook. But we are a little bit of an overachiever here at Ashton on Adventure. So I'm gonna give them something really cool. That's today's plan. Just in my desert attire, and I need to find my zen. I'm used to that city life where I'm like walking and walking and walking. That's all I've done for a few weeks. I guess before in Iceland it was a little bit more, but even then I was driving. I was still driving and hiking and doing, so yeah. Anyways, that's all. I'm rambling. Okay, bye.
I spent a good bit of time working from the porch of my room as it was in direct view of the Wi-Fi router, which sometimes worked and sometimes did not. Since campgoers didn't arrive until later in the afternoon, pretty much every day for lunch looked like this. Adam was pretty shy and didn't want to be on camera, so I respected that. But this setup with a ton of flies was pretty much our lunch every day. Whatever he dreamt to make up that day, we would eat. Usually it was something that you could dip into with a pita or just eat by hand.
Okay, we took a quick little tour. Someone's helping these guests find a place to climb. Y'all. Is this real? Alright, this is a little souvenir shop, a little Bedouin souvenir shop. I guess we're just doing a little tour. This is another camp. Good morning. Good morning. It is 5:15 in the morning and we are going to see some camel races. Now, this camel race has been sold to me as somewhat like the Kentucky Derby of Jordan. So we're gonna go, we're gonna find out. I've not really left the camp. I left it for that small little drive about yesterday, which is probably the last thing you saw. And then I haven't left since, which is fine. I've been working and doing stuff, but so we're going on a real excursion this morning, very early. Sun doesn't come up until it starts getting light around 6. Sun comes up over the ridge about 7. So I'm very excited. Camel races. Okay, ready to go. But I wanted to show you my host, Salman. I don't understand half of what he's saying, but yesterday he came and brought me a bag of fresh fruit. So some apples, oranges, bananas. It's like I can't eat all of that before it goes bad here, but and then on another run he came back and brought me some nice bars of soap. It's so cute. It's very nice of him. Even though they don't have hot water, so I will only be taking a shower when it is dire. We're not to that point yet. There are 2 types of Ashtons. There's 2 types. I have 2 personas. Personas? It's early. I have 2 personas. I have desert, Iceland, barely showers, Ashton, and then I have city Ashton, who sometimes showers twice a day and curls her hair and puts on makeup. And I am perfectly fine doing either. Is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna eat a banana. I've got my liquid IV. Let's go see some camels. Sun is coming up. It is. That looks like a fire truck. All right, it's sun's coming up. We've got camels. Right here. The best I can understand, which is very little, is that they take the camels out into this big open space and run them. And that we in the cars drive around them. I'm not sure if that's to keep them going or to create the circle so they don't. I'm not sure. I am sure this is not PETA approved, but when in another country, we're just doing what the country does. We're observing what the country does. But lots of camels being taken out, you can see, out into that big open space. And they said it'll start around 7. It's about 6:30 now. So I think that's what they put on the camels, and it does what a jockey would do, or in the US. There's so much camel shit everywhere, you can't help it. And here comes the sun. Oh my gosh, that's magnificent. Sunrise, camels. This is really cool. All right, we're set up. We're on the other side. They're getting set up for the races right there. I've got GoPro, I've got camera, I've got video. I don't know if I'm gonna do it all. Oh my gosh, they're fast. Yeah? Oh, we're going. We're moving. Okay. This is like a long race. Okay, let's go. We're going very slow. We're not going to see the end. So much dust. I'm yelling this one. This guy's the winner. Oh, he's trying. You can see the machine doing the whipping. Okay, we've got now that the car has come to the other side. This is the finish line. They're following the racetrack there. And they're following around.
Okay.
Oh, you have a live stream. Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's over there. Here it comes. Yeah. Well, I couldn't video it because they were using it, but the judges then needed to use my video for the tiebreaker. So I saved the camel race day, I like to say. Yep. Okay, I think we're gonna climb up this so I can get a shot of the camp. Let's go. Hi, camels. You're going. Oh, okay, bye. We were hanging out with camels. Okay, after doing some work today, and the internet just stressing me out, and sometimes the internet is like streamable. I could upload a YouTube video. Sometimes I like can't even refresh Instagram, so it's a little frustrating. But it's hard to tell my host that the internet isn't working because he can just see on his screen, yes, the internet's working because it shows the bars, and I can't do much other than edit pictures, which I still have to do, but for him when the internet's not working. And that's very hard to explain in the nice language barrier that we have. But it was a hot day today, and I am on day 4 without a shower. I think there's no hot water here, and in the evenings it is chilly. So today I need a shower. So it's been a warm day, and I've been hiking up the canyon. My camp is like right behind this. What is this? It's amazing. So anyways, I've been climbing a little bit and hiking for the last hour. We've got we've only had like probably about like 6 or 7 people at the camp the last few nights, and today we have like, so anyways, it's a big group tonight. We're supposed to have a big dinner. It'll be the same dinner every night and the same breakfast, which is, it's fine. Anyways, big fire, big bonfire, big party tonight. They said there's gonna be some dancing. One of the guys has a guitar. Maybe there'll be some singing. So I wanted to be like, well, I wanted to be showered and clean anyways, but tonight's a good night for that. So I've done some hiking to get like nice and like hot, so that the cold water isn't quite as shocking when I go back down. And I just can't with that background. That looks like a background on a computer screen. Yeah, so get nice and warm before the shower. And the sun still hasn't gone down, so hopefully the water will still be a little bit warm from the day, because it was a warm day today. Okay, and I showed you guys the other day how it's not the party yet. Adam pulling the chicken out, and this is what it looks like before. Just kind of shoves a bunch of stuff in there. It's a big tin, and he lights it on fire and lets it set up for 2 hours. Drops the chicken in.
Yeah. Big pile. Yeah.
هذا اسمه أكل.
Yeah, you're good.
No.
If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an adventure, and follow the daily adventures over on Instagram and TikTok.